Hi everyone, Craig Jones here, Head PGA Professional at Rudding Golf Academy, and this is a lesson that I did with one of my students, Jack Ward. He's 13 years old, 6 handicapper, hits the ball really nicely, struggles with a little bit of consistency, tends to hit some push shots and a few hook shots to the left. So what we were doing is looking at how we can improve that consistency. So we used our new Swing Catalyst software and pressure plate to really have a good look into his swing and find out exactly what was going on in the swing. So over here with swing A, this is from the 28th of November, around 2 weeks ago. And we were looking at Jack's swing and we were thinking that his posture's really good, his setup is really good, his swing plane is really good, but he was still getting these inconsistencies in his shots. So we started to look at what's going on with his pressure into the ground as he swings, just down here in this bottom left hand corner. This shows his left foot and right foot pressure and his toes and his heels, and then in the middle with this light grey line, this is his pressure trace. So as he swings through the ball, this will move and this will show how his pressure is moving through the swing. Now ideally we would want a nice clean pressure trace showing nice clean lines so as he would deliver maximum power into the ball, and that would help him to be as consistent as he can be. Looking at his address position, his left foot pressure is currently at 54% and his right foot pressure is currently at 46%. So that's about tour average. That's what we're looking for in the setup with an iron. So looking at that, everything was looking pretty good. Then we started to move through the swing. So as Jack moves through his backswing, I'd like to see the right foot pressure increase up to 75 to 80%. As Jack moves back here, you'll see it start to increase. So it's really starting to increase now to 64%, all the way up to his top of his backswing. So at the top of the backswing, he's only actually achieved 58% of his pressure into his right foot. As I said before, I'd like to see that number around 75 to 80%. Now as he starts to move down in his swing, what I'd like to see is a nice steady increase in pressure into the left foot. So by the time we get to impact, I'd like that number above 60% in the left foot, and slowly increasing as he moves through impact. So let's see what happens. So the club starts to work down. You'll notice the left foot pressure really start to increase really quickly. Jack gets really quickly into his left side. Lots of pressure. So already halfway down in his downswing, he's up to 75% left foot pressure. That's a little bit too early, so what's going to start to happen now is for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So he's going to have to now reverse and back up. You'll see that left foot pressure number here starting to decrease, almost like a braking effect. If he didn't do this, he'd probably fall over if he kept on increasing that left foot pressure into impact. So he's starting to decrease. You'll see his pressure trace here starting to move backwards towards the right foot. There's impact there. You'll see that right foot pressure's gone from 24% up to 36%, and the left foot pressure's decreased down to 64%. So instead of moving forwards and moving onto the ball, Jack's actually having to move back as he hits the ball, which can mean that he loses control of the club face and also loses a lot of power. So the right foot pressure is still increasing after impact. The left foot should be increasing at this stage. And then only now does that left foot pressure start to increase all the way through to his finish. So we spoke about what was happening with Jack's pressure and what effect that would have on his shots, talking about the hook shots that he could get, the push shots that he could get from that. and also the decrease in power that he was getting because of that. And then Jack went away and he worked on what we talked about for around 2 weeks. So this is on a lesson we did on the 9th of December. I'm just going to take you through this swing. So you see it set up, everything looks really similar. As we swing back, the swing plane again looks really similar to swing A. And then through to his finish. So to the eye, everything looks very similar. Where things do look different, however, is down here in Jack's pressure trace. You'll see that these lines now are very different. He's starting to create a very different pattern. Over here in swing B, these lines are a lot smoother, it's a lot cleaner, and the numbers left and right foot are really starting to improve. As Jack moves back now, he goes all the way back in his backswing. You'll notice his right foot pressure here starting to increase. He's getting up towards that 75% that we were talking about, almost up to 80%. It was really, really good numbers. That's really what we want at the top of the backswing. And because now Jack's got his weight into his right side, he's able now to move to the left. But as I said, we spoke about transferring his pressure back to the left in a nice smooth manner, so not getting too quickly into his left side and creating a nice clean line so he can always be moving to the left through impact. So now as he starts to work down, you'll see the left foot pressure start to increase, 44%. Halfway down in his downswing, he's at 65%, as opposed to what he was in swing A, which was 74%. So a good improvement there. As he now moves down into impact, the left foot pressure is still increasing. It does stop a little bit here. We still need to work a little bit on that, keeping it increasing through impact. You see just a slight decrease there now. And then the increase through to the left foot into his finish. Jack's now starting to see a lot more consistency in his shots. He's able to control his club face a lot better, a lot less pushes, a lot less hooks, a much more consistent ball flight. And he's really starting to see the benefits now of using this swing catalyst system. He really understands it, he knows what he's trying to do. That's the beauty of the swing catalyst system, and definitely the pressure plate. It allows the students to really understand it. And those changes he made just in 2 weeks, and we're really starting to see really good improvements in a really short space of time with our students. So if you're thinking about having a golf lesson, come and see us, have a go. I think the swing catalyst system can really make a big difference to your golf, and we can really start to prepare you for next season. Hope to see you soon. Thanks very much.